If your HR work lives in spreadsheets, email threads, and random documents, things will fall through the crack. Hi, I'm Jason. In this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to use ClickUp for human resources, from hiring to onboarding to employee management and performance tracking, step by step as a complete beginner. Now, by the end of this video, you'll have a simple HR setup you can actually run today. What ClickUp replaces in HR? Most HR teams use one tool for hiring, another one for onboarding, and spreadsheets for tracking employees and emails for approvals. When it comes on to ClickUp, it replaces all of that with one organized system. For example, you can see from the left-hand menu option, this is how your workspace will look by the end of this video. With ClickUp, it replaces all of that with one organized system where HR tasks, documents, and workflows live together. Now, how ClickUp works for HR. I want you to think of ClickUp as four things combined: a task manager, a document hub, a workflow engine, a people database. We're going to build a simple HR setup using those pieces. No technical skills needed. By the way, I've included a link in the pinned comment and description which you can use to start for completely free. In fact, if you want to use this free plan forever, you can actually do that, as ClickUp offers a free forever. But I'm almost sure that you'll upgrade. Now, the first thing you want to do once you have tapped on that link, you'll be able to sign up, as you'll be redirected to a page just like this, and you'll tap on sign up. And it's a breeze to sign up using your email address. Once you have done that, you'll be redirected to a dashboard just like this, and from here you can go over to the left-hand menu option and you can create a workspace. So you can tap here and you could personalize your workspace and give it a name, or you can leave it as is. So you could give it your school name or your business name, as you can see right there. Now, once in ClickUp, I want you to go over to the left-hand menu option. From here, you're going to be creating a new space, and the space is basically different departments in your business. So since this is about HR, you're going to be creating a space by the name of HR. So you're going to tap on the plus right here in line with space. From there, you can give this space a name, HR. So you're going to be calling it HR Human Resources. This keeps HR data private and also separate from other departments, as you can come in here and again you can create different departments for different sectors or sections in the company that you're in. Now, once you have created the space, the next thing I want you to do is create folders. So for example, I have created HR right here. All I will need to do is tap on the plus, then I would select folder, and I want you to create a few folders. For example, I would recommend recruitment, onboarding, employee management, performance and reviews, and also policies and documents. But you can personalize them whichever way you want. These are just examples. Now, each folder represents a core HR process. After you have created your folder, the next thing where I'm going to be showing you is how to use ClickUp for recruitment and hiring. So the first thing we're going to do is select recruitment. After you have selected recruitment, as you can see right here, inside the recruitment folder, I want you to create a list, and each list will be a job candidate. So to create a list, you can see list right there. You'll tap on the plus. From there, you will select list. After you have selected a list, you can give it the candidate name. And after you have done that, what I want you to do, so you can see right there, I've created a list by the name of candidates. Now, each task will be the candidate name. So for example, Amor Bailey is applying for a job. All we need to do is simply tap right where you see add task. From there, you can put in the candidate name. Now, after you have done that, the next thing we'll be doing is we'll be using task fields to track, for example, position applied for, interview stage, and also hiring manager. So what I want you to do is create statuses instead of just using the generic statuses that ClickUp will provide. To create a status, you're going to tap right where you see new status, as this will be below the task. So you'll tap on new status. From here, you can create statuses, for example, applied, interviewed, and hired and rejected. So you're going to use statuses instead of spreadsheets. So this gives you instant visibility. And you may be wondering, how will you see the statuses after you have created them? To see the statuses, all you'll need to do is simply select a different view. You're automatically going to be on the list view. What I would recommend you do is you could tap on board right there, And you can see the statuses that I've created. So for example, you have applied, interview, hired, and rejected. And you can simply move it along the line. So for example, let's say Omar was rejected. You could simply put him rejected right there. And it's as easy as that to simply drag it across, as you can see right there. So you can move from applied to interviewed to hired, or it can be moved to rejected, as you can see right there. So that's how you'll be able to change the status of each candidate when it comes on to the hiring process. The next thing I want you to do is you're going to go into onboarding. So we're going to tap on onboarding from the left hand menu option. After you have tapped on onboarding, what I want you to do next is you're going to create a task template. So to create a task template, the first thing you need to do is add a few checklists. To add checklists, you're going to scroll down. So we'll select onboarding. Now the next thing I'll be showing you how to do is automate onboarding checklists. So this is where ClickUp shines. Inside the onboarding folder, you're going to be creating a task template called new employee onboarding. To create this template, you're going to tap right where you see list right here. After you have tapped on list, you will see the option task. So you're just going to be adding a new task. So you can tap right there, and I'm going to be adding a task by the name of new employee onboarding. Inside this task, you're going to be adding a few checklists. So you'll scroll down and you're going to see the checklist option. You're going to tap on the plus right here, and you can create a checklist. For example, send offer letter, create email account, grant system access, schedule orientation. Now, after you have created this task, you're going to tap on the three dots in the top right hand corner right beside share. Once you have done that, what I want you to do next is you're going to scroll down and you're going to see templates, and you're going to tap on save template, as I want you to save this as a template. So whenever you hire someone, you can simply duplicate this template so nothing gets missed. So for example, if we were to close this, let's say we hired someone new, all we'll need to do is simply tap on the three dots. From there, you will see the option to duplicate, and you will simply duplicate it right there, and you will be able to start that process with a new employee. Now, once you have done that, the next thing I want you to do is I'm going to be showing you how to manage employees with tasks and docs. To do this, we'll tap on employee management right here. Now, ClickUp acts like a lightweight HR system. So inside employee management, what I want you to do is create one task per employee. To create a task, all you'll need to do, you could tap on the plus in line with list. From there, you're going to tap on task. After you have tapped on task, from there you'll be able to create a task, and you're going to be creating a task per employee. So for example, I created a task for Althea Reed right here. Let's say she's an employee. Now, after you have created the task for the different employees, what I want you to do next, you're going to be adding custom fields. As you can see right here, you may not see this on your one where you see department, start date, and so on. Now, to add a custom field, you're going to tap on the plus in line with custom field, and you're going to tap on create a field. After you have done that, what I want you to do next, you're going to tap on custom text. After tapping on custom text, you can name it, for example, department. So you can put in the name right there, or you could name it start date or so on. And you can add different sections that you want. So you can add in different sections right there. So for example, I could just add in, I'm just going to be adding something random here. After you have done that, you are going to tap right where you see text area. So we're just going to be adding, for example, text, and you're going to select manual fill. Then you will tap on create. After you have done that, you could put in, for example, the department. You can choose when the employees start, and you can also fill out the other fields that you have created right there. So with this, you'll be able to store, for example, the different options. You'll be able to store contracts also, role descriptions and notes. And as I said, you can add the custom fields for role, department, start date. So you'll be able to keep everything shareable and also searchable and organized for each employee. Now, after you have done that, what I want you to do next is I'm going to be showing you how to track performance and reviews. All we need to do is tap on performance and reviews right here. After you have done that, inside performance and reviews, I want you to create review cycles as tasks. And again, to create a task, you'll simply tap on the plus in line with list. And from there, you can tap on task and you'll be able to create a task. Now with this task, I want you to assign, you can assign managers, you can add due dates, you can also store feedback inside the task comments or attach documents. And this creates a clear record of performance over time. And for example, if you were to tap on add task right here, let me show you how you'll be able to assign managers. By simply tapping on the plus right there, I could simply tap on the task. After you have done that, you'll see the option assignees, and you can tap right here and you'll be able to assign a manager. And also when it comes on to communication, it's quite easy to do that. All you need to do is tap right where you see write a comment in the bottom right hand corner. You can write whatever you would like to comment about or talk about. Then you will simply tap right here where you see assign comment as action, and it will automatically notify that person, and you will be able to comment in this section and you'll be able to communicate in this section better yet. Another thing that I also want to show you is how to store HR policies and documents. So we'll go over to the left hand menu option and we're just going to be selecting the file by the name of policies and documents. After you have selected that file, what I want you to do next is you're going to be creating some docs just like what you see that I have done right here. To create a doc, you'll tap on the plus in line with policies and document. Then you'll tap on doc right here. And for example, you could create a document by the name of employee handbook, leave policy, code of conduct, and also remote work policy. For example, if I were to tap on one of the documents, from here, you can tap on start writing and you'll be able to add whatever you want, as you can see right here. And if it is a case that you would like to embed something or so on, you can scroll down. When it comes onto ClickUp, they provide numerous input options. So with this, you'll be able to share docs internally by simply going over to the top right hand corner. You can tap on share. You can also monitor control access, as you can tap on the three dots right here, and you can tap on sharing and permissions and you'll be able to edit that. You'll also be able to update policies without version confusions. Now, when it comes onto ClickUp, you also get the option where you can use automations. For example, let's say we were to select recruitment right here. After selecting recruitment, from here you can set up different automations. So to set up an automation, all you need to do, let's say we were to tap on job candidates. After you have tapped on job candidates, all you need to do, you'll see the automation option. And from here, they'll suggest a few automations that you can use. So you can see when status change or so on. And automation means it will basically move the candidate from one section to the other, or whatever you choose to automate. So for example, when a candidate is marked as higher, it will automatically create an onboarding task, or when a review task is completed, it will notify HR. There are different automations that you can set up. And again, when it comes onto ClickUp, I would recommend that you change the view from list. So I will choose board right here. And again, it is easy to simply drag and place. Now let's talk about some common HR mistakes to avoid when it comes onto ClickUp. First, putting everything in one list, not using task statuses, and also treating ClickUp like a file dump, and skipping templates. ClickUp works best when you design repeatable systems. I would recommend ClickUp for small businesses, startups, remote teams, growing companies without a full HRIS. If you want structure without complexity, this setup is ideal. Now, to wrap things up, I have shown you how to organize hiring, automate onboarding, track employees, run reviews, and also centralize HR documents. If this tutorial was helpful to you, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And remember that I've left a link in the pinned comment and description. And by the way, leave a comment if you have watched it to the end. Leave HR in the comment section, and thank you for watching.